every year I made the Pro Bowl. So even though they were no longer coaching me, Les Steckel was the first coach that I took that when I made it, I took him and his wife. Then Brian Periani came after Wade Phillips' staff left. So now I go to the Pro Bowl. I bring BP, his wife, Les, and his wife, Chris. And then I go to Baltimore. I make the Pro Bowl. I take Wade Harmon, my position coach, his wife, BP, his wife, who's still at the Broncos, Les Steckel.
Okay.
Put them up. Hey, I bring them out there, fly them out, put them up at the hotel, and we go do a dinner. I'm just, you know what? I just want people to know. I've never been naive enough to think that I got to where I am by myself.
Right.
So I wanted them to know that I appreciate what you had done for me.
Right.
Les Steckel he's probably first or second. Coach Hall, who was my high school coach, he drove the bus for my mom. He coached all my uncles, coached my aunts, and he coached me and my brother. So he's my favorite coach. But Les Steckel's probably a close second because the relationship that he and I have to this day, he calls me. He calls me every one of my kids' birthday. Les hadn't coached me in 30 years. He calls me every birthday for each of my kids. Now, he calls me sweetheart. That was him, sweetheart. He always, every time, sweetheart. I just want him to know. I wanted BP to know. I wanted Wado to know. Bro, these Pro Bowls, these all pros, y'all help this.
Yeah.
Invited them all now. Some of them came. Les Steckel came. I mentioned Les in my speech. BP came. Wado didn't get to come because he was coaching at the time. Invited them all to the hall. Because I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that I had accomplished up until that point. As far as sports wise, especially football, those guys had a large part to do with it, and that was my way of saying thank you.
Yeah, I think what I did, obviously, when I made the Pro Bowls and the fact that it was in Hawaii, I think the players today, they will never understand what it's like to make the Pro Bowl and what a treat it was to make the Pro Bowl back then because it was an actual treat. It was an actual treat and a trip for the family. Obviously, I took my kids, my family. I took my coach who was my trainer throughout the off season because he's responsible for who I was. He's responsible for the confidence. He's responsible for the bravado and really making me into the player I was. I took him all the time. Obviously, my grandma and my mom and my homeboys out the hood. My homeboys out the hood who I grew up with, I wanted them to have that experience and go on that journey with me. So I took them, maybe 1 or 2 times. Other than that, it was always, my kids and my grandma and my mama.
My sister, she went the first 2 times. My brother made it in 89 and 90, and she was done. She didn't want to go anymore.
Yeah.
She's like, it's too far to fly. She was excited. She'd be excited for 2 days, and then she's just basically in her room,
ready to go home.
Ready to go home. So she's worried about my grandmother because we got to have one of my aunts to come in and sit with my grandmother. And you got to realize, okay, California to Georgia is a 3-hour time difference, and there's another 2 hours. So it's 5 hours. So you thinking one thing, and Granny's already in the bed. And so by the time you want to call this in the morning, you going to bed and Granny's just getting up. So after that point, so I never got a chance to bring her. My mom didn't really care to go. So it was just basically me and my coaches. I'll take the coaches, and a couple of times I had a couple of teammates, which was cool. And then in 2001, one of my last year in Baltimore, to have Ray and Woody to go, that was fun. But it was always fun to get an opportunity to see the guys that you compete against and sit around and eat burgers and order the Mai Tais and the Blue Hawaiians and the drinks and tell the stories. And you get an opportunity to see Coach Belichick. You see a Peyton Manning let their hair down. Now all of a sudden it's no more coach speak. Now all of a sudden it's just like they're having a great time. Hey, Sharpe, you want something? Hey, Sharpe, hey. And now we try to, hey, man, what's your room number? Oh, I'm such and such. Oh, now you got it.
Oh, yeah, you messed up. You never give nobody your room number. Never give nobody.
It's going to be about $4,000 because I'm charging charging the room 609. 609. Yeah. What you want? You want burger, fries? You want a drink? Yeah. Your wife, your kids need anything? Oh yeah, we get you.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember them days.
They
Man,
got your
them
boy.
days.
They got your boy.
They got you.
They got me.
Yeah, nah,
They got me. What you call them? I went over there back then. It was the Buffalo was heavy. Thurman Thomas, Brucey, Biscuit, Cornelius Bennett, Jim.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly. I'm like, Jim, you're not a rookie. Jim buying everybody. Jim Kelly is the great. He might have been the greatest Pro Bowl teammate because he's there for everything. I don't know what he was with the quarterback, but they just benevolent. They just
right.
You want to drink, bro? I don't even drink, but okay. Okay. So you don't feel like you I'm turning you down. Sure, I'll take one.
Right.
But it's great, and that's the best part about it. That's the thing that going to the Pro Bowl, meeting the guys, get an opportunity to sit around and talk and meet their family. Oh, this is my mom, this is my dad, and take the pictures with their brothers and sisters. And that was a great experience for me.
And seeing people out of that element, football element, and actually, I think the first time seeing Ray Lewis. Well, me and Ray knew each other for years, but seeing Peyton Manning, seeing Peyton Manning being, okay, this is not the same Peyton I saw throughout the season. This isn't the same Peyton that does the interviews. Seeing Peyton Manning be Peyton Manning and not having to be politically correct. Answering questions with a mic in front of his face was one of the most enjoyable moments. Like, oh shit, these dudes are normal. They know they just like me, in a sense.
Yep.
And the fact that they always have to mask it once you playing football and once you putting that helmet on, like that has to be draining to actually change like a chameleon and be someone where you just can't be you.
I'm trying to think. I think my last Pro Bowl, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Steve McNair, rest his soul, might have been my quarterback.
Wait, you was there? Wait, what year
2001.
was that? Okay,
my last year in Baltimore.
Okay,
2001.
Okay.
My last year in Baltimore. I had some great ones. I mean, I played with Marino, Elway, Kelly, Warren Moon. Oh, Joe Montana was my quarterback one year.
Yeah.
One year, I think it was Danny, Joe Montana, and Moon. I had Elway, Kelly, Marino. God
damn.
Hey, your boy. Hey, I went over to try to get me one catch. That's all I wanted to do. Get me one catch, let my grandma see me catch a pass.
And get out the game.
Get up out of that thing. Yeah. Ocho. Let me tell you what happened. One year in 96, my Jacksonville had beat us. So it was 90. Jacksonville had beat us in the playoffs. And so it was me and Coates are the tight ends. And so Ben Coates.
Yeah.
Now it's only two tight ends. And we running double tight. We running two tight ends. Now we got, I said, bro, I said, come on, man. Now, mind you, I ain't got no contract. I'm a free agent.
Right.
Man, I said, look here, man, y'all need to stop running this double tight stuff. I'm going to play the first, Ben going to play the second, I'm going to take it to third, Ben bring it home.
Right.
They kept running double tight. I went and got me 2 bags of ice and put on my knees. I said, Ben, you got it the rest of the way. I said, come on, Sharpe, don't do it. Sharpe done.
Hey, don't play with that money, huh? I ain't even give my money yet. Don't play.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
As a matter of fact, Dermontti Dawson, to tell you, he pulled his hamstring at the Pro Bowl and he was never the same.
Wait, he was going full speed?
Tried to catch somebody on the interception. I think he tried to catch time. Look it up, Dermontti Dawson. Yep.
Oh, man.
But you have to understand, Ocho, back then, guys would, back then the winning prize was $10,000. The losers got $5,000.
Right.
So by the time you brought everybody over there, that $5,000 was gone. Hell, that $10,000 was gone.
That's gone.
Now come fourth quarter. Oh, Brucey, Cortez,
they going serious.
Oh, they coming now.
They done
been bull jabbing for 3 quarters. Now the money on the line.
Yeah.
They coming.
That's how we was. That's how we was too. We was the same way.
Yeah. It was, and in practice, guys,
tea time.
Rest his soul. Junior say, oh, man, I want to play tight end. Okay, hey, he playing tight end. I'm playing linebacker. Coach Compton called a practice off because we had all the defensive players wanted to play the position, wanted to play offense. And then, he's like, we're not getting anything done. He called again. Hey, take it in. Okay.
Yo,
we booked up out of there.